Hey, welcome back to that 70s Card Show. John Keating here, Basement Tapes, episode number 156. We're getting back to basics. And by getting back to basics, I mean that we are back to baseball. And we are also back to a basic design as well, but it works. Trust me, it works. And I'm sure most believe it as well. Talking about the 1966 Topps baseball set. Very simple design, as we say, very classic look. And by the aesthetics of the set, you won't find too many people, I'm sure, that have something bad to say because I haven't heard that myself. Perhaps the difficulty of collecting certain cards may come up, but I don't think that you'll find too many people that say the set looks like a bear's ass. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple, attractively simple is how I would describe it. I have 436 or 437 of these. I have to look at that. Let's look at Beckett. Beckett says there's 608 of these total cards, $18.01 average value, $10,950 total value. A set of these will run you between $3,000 and $8,000, according to Beckett OPG, depending on condition, of course. And we like to start at the EX, the halfway point, and work our way up on those prices, I guess. The cards in this 598 card set measure 2.5 by 3.5. There are the same number of cards as in the 1965 set. Once again, the 7th series cards, 523 to 598, are considered more difficult to obtain than the cards of any other series in the set. Within the last series, there are 43 cards that were printed in lesser quantities than the other cards in that series. These shorter print cards are marked by SP in the checklist below. Among other ways, cards were issued in 5-card nickel wax packs, 12-card dime cello packs, which came 36 packs to a box, and 12 boxes to a case. These cards were also issued in 36-card rack packs, which cost 29 cents. These rack packs were issued 48 to a case. The only featured subset within this set is League Leaders 215 to 226. Noteworthy rookie cards in this set include Jim Palmer, that's Jim Cakes Palmer, Ferguson Jenkins, and Don Sutton. Jim Palmer is described in the bio as a left-hander on the card's back. So there's some variations, obviously. We have a 598 card set, but we have 608 total cards, according to Beckett OPG. Guess who's in this set? Of course, it's Mickey Charles Mantle. So I'm sure he is a big time leader in perceived value. I will tell you, card number 1 is Willie Mays, which is rare to have such a big superstar start off a top set. But it happened in 1966. So let's look at the top 3, shall we? And we're waiting on the results to come in here. There we go. Mickey Mantle is a double print, and he's still our top valued card. Oddly enough, you don't find this very often, but the 1966 Topps card number 215 NL batting leaders. It has Clemente, Hank Aaron, and Willie Mays. That's your number 2 card. Again, it's not very common to find a leaders card in your top 3. And then you have Hank Aaron, card number 500, as your third most valuable card, as per Beckett OPG. Again, great cards, classic looks. Willie Mays even looks incredible in this set, which was difficult to do back then. No offense to Willie, but he had a face for podcasting. 1966 Topps, 598 cards, according to TCDB. Teams depicted here. Get this, folks. It's the Atlanta Braves making an appearance for the first time. The Orioles, Red Sox, California Angels this time around. The Cubs, White Sox, Reds, Indians, Tigers, Houston Astros, Athletics are still in Kansas City. Angels, Dodgers. It says the Los Angeles Angels, too. So we have California and Los Angeles Angels here. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Los Angeles Dodgers, Minnesota Twins, New York Mets, New York Yankees, Phillies, Pirates, Giants, Cardinals, and the Washington Senators. Errors, according to TCDB, and variations. We have a Don Landrum has a fly open on card 43A. He's got an airbrushed fly on 43B. and no fly visible on 43C. And when I say fly, folks, I'm talking about the front door of this man's uniform. And I will try to zoom in here and take a look myself, investigate. Just looks like a button, kind of like what mine looks like without pants on. Let's get back to the thing here. Merit Renew has no sold statement above his stats on card 62A, but 62B is a sold statement above his stats on back. No trade statement on Euchre. There are problems on card number 101, the checklist for the second series. 115 on 101A is listed as Warren Spahn, but it's corrected as Bill Henry on 101B. Dick Grote has a no-sold thingamajobber. Jerry Lumpy has a white streak above his position, 161A. You can clearly see that. Let me zoom in here. Look at that little white streak there. Those little printing devils. Printing devils. They were loose in the Tops plant in Derriere back then. Let's see here. A solid yellow triangle for his position in his corrected card. Okay, I take your word for it there, TCDB. The checklist for 183 is a mess. Names are near the bottom border in large print, and the second one has small print, large gap between the names on the bottom border. The fourth series checklist, 279, has red cap versus black cap, and that's the cartoon depicted on the top. We can see a cap on the player throwing the ball. That is a variation. Cleveland Indians have a problem. On card 303, it says red dot between fifth place and American League, whereas the corrected version says no red dot between fifth place and American League. Pirates have the same issue. They are victims of random acts of dotting. Bob Hefner has green trees on card 432. I didn't say green sleeves. I said green trees. And on card 432B, apparently it's purple trees, clearly over his right shoulder. So he is in a land where trees change from green to purple at random. Card 56 is another checklist shenanigan where the R Sox rookies are listed, and on the corrected version, the Red Sox rookies are listed. And the same thing on card 517, but in reverse, where the White Sox rookies are listed on 517A, but the W Sox rookies are listed on 517B. So that's a deep dive into some of the errors and variations there. 52 recorded Hall of Famers here. Of course, we have the debut of a few of them, but we have Mays, Negro, Hunter, Herman. That's Billy Herman. Mantle, Yastrzemski, Perez, Shane East, Aparicio, Koufax, Banks, Austin, Killebrew, Brock, Palmer making the first appearance there. Torre, Cepeda, Ford, Morgan, Matthews, Mazeroski. The leader cards are chock full of Hall of Famers. Then we pick up with Santo, Clemente, Robinson, Gibson, Hodges, Brooks Robinson, Kaline, Marichal, Drysdale, Bunning, Cott, Oliva, Aaron, Wilhelm, Roberts, McCovey, Williams, and Perry. You thought I was going to say Sonoma. Let's see. Rookies, of course, we talked about a few big ones there, but so goes the Jim Palmer debut and the debutante ball. Comments. Well, let's look at inserts first. There was a rub-off, but perhaps we'll get to that down the road here. Comments. Let's see. Round of Diamond 87 says high numbers for the 66 and 67 series are greatly undervalued. Nowhere are sellers listing these cards according to book value. Even doubling the listed values for 1966 and 67 high numbers may not be enough. Thanks, dude, for making it difficult for us to obtain the high numbers. Data123 says, bought my first 1966 wax pack at a small local store. All I had was a quarter, but was enough for 2 packs and some candy. I walked home through the woods, opening what became a lifelong obsession. Good for you, Data123. McCoy99 tells us these were the first pack of cards that I ever opened. I remember going to the local store down the road with my brothers and purchasing my first pack and opening it up, and the first card I saw was a Johnny Clipstein 493. It was late in the summer, so we had a lot of high numbers from this set. My brother is just a few cards from completing this set. While I have completed the 68, 69, 70, 71, 73, 74, 75 sets, and just need 2 cards for a 1960 set. Thanks for that rundown, McCoy Let's look at the packaging. Wow, what colors there? We have red, yellow, baby blue. We have players within. We have a Topps Baseball Bubblegum 5-cent wax box. Truly a Butte Clark. I don't know who's on the cover there, but there's all sorts of players depicted, almost Mantle-esque in the middle there, but not sure. Casey Athletics player, catcher, and Mickey Mantle. Well, there's a number 7 and what looks like pinstripes all the way on the right. So who knows? Who knows what's going on there? Perhaps if somebody has a box, they can inform me. Classic red wax pack with a baseball. Topps Baseball Bubblegum, all the top major league stars. There's a rack pack there, extra special feature in each rack pack. It says 29 cents for 3 10-cent packs. So you saved a penny. You saved a penny on this by buying it in the rack formation. And of course, we have a Ron Fairly rub-off clearly displayed there next to Orlando Cepeda and Roger Lopez. Another full color rub-off photo in each pack, wax pack. The back says there's a secret club ring you could find, engraved gold-plated beauty. Fits all fingers. Let me see if I can zoom in on that pack and see what's going on back there. Your own initial stamp inside. So there's all sorts of stuff going on. You can order a gold ring, a gold-plated ring. I'm sorry, engraved gold-plated beauty that fits all fingers. You can order that. Bazooka Comics will need to be sacrificed, as well as 35 cents, all that stuff. So rings, initials, all that stuff you could get on your by redeeming some of your Bazooka bubblegum packs. There is a Jerry Lumpy cello pack. Bill Scourin is the rub-off included in that. There's the wax box. It looks gorgeous. Sell sheets and ads. Shall we move over to that? Okay, here it is. It's official baseball bubblegum. I think it's really neat how the baseball that they imprinted on their wax packs is very realistic and perhaps even a real photo. I can't read this sell sheet because it is all blurred out, but take my word for it. It's Tony Cloninger with a Mickey Mantle card and then a extra full color rub-off photo in each pack, and that depicts Sandy Koufax being transferred to a surface that is unknown. All that stuff is in there, the pricing, all that. I wish I could read it again because it would be a fascinating look into the 1966 cards. There is a lot of trivia associated with this. First set to include Atlanta Braves cards. Wax packs were 5 cents for 5 cards. Features the rookie cards for Hall of Famers Jim Palmer, Don Sutton, and Fergie Jenkins. Features the final cards for Hall of Famers Sandy Koufax and Robin Roberts. There's an S on the end of that. Originally, card number 43, Don Landrum, showed Landrum's fly button opened and visible. A corrected version removed the button altogether, and a second corrected version finally corrected the issue. Card number 447 carries Dick Ellsworth's name, but mistakenly shows former teammate Ken Hubbs, who was killed in a plane crash in February 1964. Topps did not issue a team card for the Houston Astros, possibly because of the dispute over the name Astros. And card number 586, Claude Raymond, also shows a player with his fly open. No cards were issued as a correction. His card in 1967 also has a fly open. No correction card was made for that one either. 22 Braves players pictured with no hat. Only one pictured with a batting helmet. Thanks for not telling us who that is. The glossary. I don't know why I hit the glossary. I always do that. It's the gallery we're looking for. Again, a vertical stripe. A diagonal stripe at the top left of the card with the team name and then the player's name and position in a nice little colored box at the bottom. A lot of hatless wonders here again because we had some players shifting teams. Angels changed to California from Los Angeles in 1965, but I'm not sure if that was depicted in the 65 set. Chuck Schilling, blah, 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 at Yankee Stadium. Anyway, lots of brilliant player. This set is also known as the only top set for decades to have a smiling Carl Michael Yastrzemski card. So it's the smiling Yaz. Get one while you can, because who knows? Maybe they will release a second updated version where he doesn't smile. It's never too late to update that stuff. J.C. Martin is a catcher with his hat backwards and a brand new glove, brand new catcher's mitt. So brilliant stuff. Anyway, that's 1966. I don't need to tell you folks because you probably know more about it than I do. So the 1966 Topps baseball set, honing in on trying to complete this thing. So thoughts and prayers are appreciated. Basement Tapes number 156 is now complete. You're free to move about the cabin.